Morning, sir.
Morning, Mr. Sahars Kumar. How are you this morning?
I'm good, sir.
Good.
I'm good, sir.
Uh,
Looking forward to this interview.
Certainly. We are also looking forward to interacting with you. Sahars, can you tell how you pronounce your name? Sahars?
Sahars. Yes, sir.
Harsh. S is silent.
Sahars. Yes, sir. It's
Sahars.
silent.
Saharsh.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Right. So, Sahars, tell us something about yourself.
Uh, so my name is Sahars Kumar. I come
Mm-hmm.
from Kolkata, the city of joy. I
Mm-hmm.
did my schooling from Ramakrishna Mission Vidyalaya, Narendrapur. And after that, I did my BTech from IIT Kanpur, followed by my MBA from IIM Calcutta. Sir, I also got an opportunity to work in the corporate sector for a few years.
Mm-hmm.
Apart from this, sir, I like traveling and trekking in my leisure time, painting by numbers, and also solving cryptic crosswords.
Okay. You love tracking and traveling. So, where you last tracked? Which
Uh,
track you did last?
so the last trek that I had done was in November last year itself in
Mm-hmm.
Sandarpur, Falut in northern West Bengal, sir.
Okay. So what elevation you went on track?
So the maximum elevation was about 11,900 feet.
Hmm. And what did you find that interesting there during your
Um,
track?
So for me, rather than the destination, what was more interesting was the journey that I'd
Hmm.
taken to achieve
Hmm.
that particular destination. And
Hmm.
sir, it was many days of walking through the forest, through the rugged terrain, and it was very difficult living without taking a bath for days on end. And also, sir, it was a very different experience. It always is a different experience when we are
Why
uh,
you were not able to take baths? What was the problem? Mhm.
uh, So the problem was there are water scarcity issues in those areas, sir, in the higher
Okay.
terrains, sir,
Uh-huh.
because
So
of
that
that
is
we could
why.
not.
Okay. Good. 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 You have done in a BTech in very interesting area. Can you tell us what is all pertain? Biological and stuff like that, which I'm not aware. So I thought just it would be useful for us to know what is all pertain.
Yes, sir.
Biological sciences and engineering, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Uh,
Tell us.
so biological sciences and bioengineering, the discipline is very unique because it is the only IIT that offers this particular discipline. And
Mm-hmm.
sir, the focus is on how we can use biological principles to engineer different products. So it is a mix of biological sciences and engineering. For
Mm-hmm.
example, sir, we are working on how we can engineer things like ventilators, medical devices, and how we can utilize biological principles to do so.
Mm-hmm. Where does this, there's a new lot of talk of, you know, mm, delivering medicine to the organ, right organ. How much, what kind of role this science, biological science and engineering play in that?
Yes, sir. Sir, to this particular discipline, we are also working on evolving different drug delivery mechanisms on how we can develop the particular globule or particular device that, when injected into the bloodstream, it has a targeted approach that it will only target the particular tumor or particular area that it needs to be targeted. So,
Mm-hmm.
yes, sir, using different nanoparticles, we do work on that.
So, what is the status of this research?
Uh, Sir, it is ongoing, sir. There have been few successes. If we're talking about globally, there have been few successes regarding targeted intervention in treatment of cancer. Certain
Mm-hmm.
amount types of cancers, there are
Yeah, that
promising.
is right. But what is the when am I saying when it will be available in the market? Okay, let me put it this way.
Yes, sir. Uh, Sir, there are certain challenges, sir, which are not allowing it at present. With that is why
Mm-hmm.
research is still going on, sir. Firstly,
Mm-hmm.
the although it has been more targeted than previous therapies like chemotherapy in terms of cancer, sir, but sir,
Mm-hmm.
the target is not entirely 100%. And at the same time, sir, there are instances where the particular drug delivery mechanism it
Mm-hmm.
uh, it dissolves before it breaks down in the bloodstream itself before it is
Right.
delivered. So
Right.
because of these challenges, sir, and also the high costs, also, sir, there are concerns about the longitudinal impact of these drug delivery mechanisms over time, over a long period of time, what impact they might have. So, sir,
Mhm.
because of these reasons, further investigation and testing is still going.
Okay. You've also worked in, you also mentioned that, you have worked in two places, right? What was
Yes,
the
sir.
sort of, you were working till, I think, January 2004 in a financial firm.
Yes, sir.
What were your responsibility
Um,
there?
Sir, in the Cars 24 financial services that I was working on, we were involved in providing loans for people who are willing to buy used cars. So it was a
Hmm.
sister company of Cars 24, which deals with providing used cars. So we were a vertical that was providing loans for people willing to buy used
They
cars.
say that, this loan companies, they are very unscrupulous. And what they say when it comes to the delivery, when it comes to the implementation, there is a difference. They use a lot of marketing gimmicks. How much is true in your view?
Um, Sir, while sir, there are a lot of allegations regarding this, and it must be true, sir. But strictly speaking, from my perspective, while working at Class 24, we used to focus on transparency a lot. We used
Hmm.
to ensure that the customer is made aware of whatever their obligations are regarding the payment of timely interests and all of that. And we used
Hmm.
to have that communication time and time again. There used to be post purchase and post disbursal. There was a team that used to ensure that the customer does engage in timely payment of loans.
Hmm.
So yes, sir, we try to ensure that was not the case.
So just I want to, out of curiosity, have you photoshopped yourself in
Uh,
in
no,
the
sir.
video?
There's a filter that I've applied that blurs my background so that my
Yeah,
face
but
becomes
with
clear.
this, actually, your features also getting blurred.
I'll
You're
just
just
check.
on the black, so that's, giving a feeling of, being very artificial. You can blur your background, but not your face.
Yes, sir. Sir, I will just check, sir. Sorry, sir. Um, Sir, is this better, sir?
Well, yeah, slightly better. Mhm. But anyway, uh, you are a student of management, you are a totally different area, you're a science student. So what prompted you to become, a student of political science?
Um, Sir, while I was going through the different optionals available, I
Hmm.
definitely had a mind on choosing biotechnology or management as one of the optionals, as my options, sir. But,
Hmm.
sir, when I went through the syllabus, I realized that the things that are there in the syllabus are quite different somewhere in comparison to the things that we had studied in college. And that is why, sir, I kept an open mind and looked at the other options as well. And
Hmm.
sir, the political science and international relations caught my eye specifically because of an interest that I found in studying political science. And sir,
Hmm.
a second reason is that I found that there is a lot of material that is available in the market regarding this particular option that might help me.
Okay, okay. When you're a student of political science now, uh, tell me this: the courts, the Supreme Court, particularly, because that's the ball, set the ball rolling. Do you think it is doing the job what he is supposed to do, or is out, going beyond that?
Sir, I feel that largely the Supreme Court is doing the job that it is supposed to do, but there have been instances where certain actions of the Supreme Court have been classified as judicial activism or judicial overreach, certain judgments that it has made. And in those instances, there are concerns about it blurring the separation of powers.
Hmm. Can you, when you say some judgment, can you refer anyone?
Uh, yes, sir. One a really particular judgment that is often upholded as a example of judicial overreach is when the Supreme Court had banned liquor shops around 500 meters from both sides of the national highways.
Hmm.
That
So
is
that you
an
consider to
instance
be
where.
case of outreach, overreach.
overreach. Yes, sir.
Okay, good. You have some interest in the international affairs also, IR also, because IR is one of subject. So do you like everything, or you have some particular area, region, geographical region which you like?
Um, sir, I feel that all aspects of IR is something that uh, incites an interest in me, but I am more well informed about things that are concerning India, sir.
That concern India. Well, everything concern India. We are concerned with everything. You know,
Yes, sir.
anything happening around the globe has impact
Yes,
somehow or the other. Tell me, how you are going to solve this Ukraine problem?
sir. Sir, as in like from the perspective of India, sir, I feel that there are many stakeholders involved in currently resolving the Ukraine problem, and USA, the Western European countries, they are playing a role in negotiations. Sir, I feel that what India should do is ensure that all any decision should be done ensuring that all the relevant stakeholders are part of that decision. It should not be that Ukraine or Russia is not made part of that discussions or decision. And
Mhm.
sir, it can only be resolved when all the stakeholders are brought to the negotiating table. And
Mhm.
India can assist Ukraine in their rebuilding of Ukraine because it will
Okay.
require a lot of
Tell
support.
me, do you think that President Putin is putting unnecessary conditions, or is dragging his feet on the the proposed solution by the USA?
Uh, Sir, yes, sir. It does seem that President Putin is one of the major reasons why the ceasefire deal has not been executed at the moment, sir. But sir, if we try to understand from the perspective of President Putin, then in the current scenario, Russia is at an advantage, at a better position. And that
Mhm.
is why it works in their advantage if they could delay the ceasefire while showing an interest in ceasefire uh, to have international support. So
Mhm.
while they are delaying that, they can take back the Kursk region or take back more territory of Ukraine. So it is a action based in real politics,
But
sir, I would say.
don't you think that it will encourage or discourage USA to stop taking the line of the what Putin is taking, and may come openly in the for the Ukraine?
Yes, sir. Sir, there is definitely a fine balance that Russia needs to tread so that it does
Mhm.
not antagonize USA to a large extent and also needs to take some steps to show that it is interested in a ceasefire.
Mm.
And at the same time, sir, Russia has seen that in the previous tenure of President Biden, despite
Mhm.
full support of USA towards Ukraine, the Russia still managed to maintain itself in the war.
Do you think
So
it was a full support when President Biden was supporting Ukraine? Was he giving wholehearted full support or carte blanche?
uh, yes, sir. It was not a entirely full support in the sense that there would be American boots on the ground fighting for Ukraine. Uh,
Was it only for the ground on the boat, or something more?
Sir, there were a lot of financial support that USA had provided in
Mhm.
terms of money as well as arms and ammunition.
Mhm.
Sir, definitely it could have done better than, sir, with regards to
Okay.
American.
Right, right.
Yes,
I'll stop you here because I've gone pretty long. Mr. Ashraf, my colleague, will now have interaction with you.
I suggest, when is your interview?
sir, it's next week, sir, 9th of April.
Date? Ninth.
Yes.
Okay. How many languages do you know?
Uh, Sir, I know three languages very well, Hindi, English, and Bengali, sir.
Bhojpuri?
Sir, Bhojpuri, I have not had the.
Okay.
I
Uh, when I was going through your DAF, the thing that caught my eyes was whether you want to consider your home state West Bengal as your first preference as home cadre. You mentioned no. Any specific reason for that?
Sir, there are two reasons here, sir. Firstly, my family, sir, my sister stays in Gujarat, sir, and that is why my parents are also planning to, in the long run, move to Gujarat, and that is why I've taken that as my first preference. And secondly, sir, I feel that I had a huge discussion and thought about this, and I realized that uh, rather than my cadre, first cadre choice, not just decided by where my home state is, it should be a place that I can also contribute meaningfully. And sir, I felt that considering the alignment towards technological adoption, the smart frameworks that is there in Gujarat, I feel that I can also contribute there to a large extent. So these were a few reasons why I took this decision.
Prepare a bit more about this, right?
Yes, sir.
Prepare a bit more about this question,
Right, sir.
right? I
Right,
do
sir.
feel I was also, मतलब मैंने भी ऐसे ही कुछ किया था, so there will be a long discussion on this. खैर, anyway, which political ideology do you relate the most?
Uh, so postmodernism.
Postmodern. Why?
Yes. Sir, because when we talk to different people, and sir, it is more evident in today's age of social media that everybody has their opinion about things. And sir, when we talk, when we discuss, it may come across that there is no right opinion. There are no ultimate truths, or there are regimes of truth. And this is what I've come to realize.
Okay. Is there any relevance of Marxist ideology in today's world?
Um, Sir, Marxist ideology in today's world, I feel that it acts as a warning, sir, that there should not be too much exploitation of the worker class unless the class in itself becomes class for itself. So it serves as a warning. And this is why the capitalist countries had adopted a welfare state system.
Don't you feel that the models that are being promoted by the Marxist scholar will be able to address the increasing inequalities in the society, especially after the post-COVID era?
Um Sir, I did not get the question. Can you please repeat
The
that?
models that are being promoted by the Marxist philosophers will be supplement in countering the inequalities that are existing in the today's society.
Uh, Sir, sir, I cannot uh, think of the model that you're talking about, sir. But, sir, definitely the Marxist scholars are providing different inputs on how we can work towards ensuring that inequalities are addressed. It was definitely an uphill battle, sir, because considering the huge amount of inequality around the world today. But, sir, those steps need to be followed, sir.
Okay, tell me about the role of governor in Indian federalism.
Yes, sir. Uh, so the governor is often called as the linchpin of center-state relations, sir. And the idea behind putting or setting up this particular post was to ensure that central directives they get implemented rightly in the state, as well as there is a individual who can raise the concerns of the state towards the center. So it works both ways. And sir, that is why governor is very important. And also, sir, regarding they are the first citizen of the state. It's a constitutional post. And also, sir, the executive power of the state is vested in the governor, and they help in the passage of bills, all of that, sir. So, sir, yes, sir, I believe that the governor has a very prominent and important role to play in Indian federalism.
Uh, your last job was in some
Cast 24 financial services.
firms related to cars and all, right?
Yes, I used to provide used car loans.
Okay. So, what are your opinion about the recent debate about entry of Tesla in Indian market?
Yes, sir. Uh, Sir, there could be definite positives and there could be challenges as well. So the definite positives are it could lead to further supply of different electric vehicles, and it may also help in uh, uh, penetration, increasing penetration of EV in the market. And we have our EV 30 at 30 goal, where 30% of all new car sales by 2030 need to be EVs. It will help in implementation of that, and also it has ecological benefits. But sir, the challenges are that uh, the high price of the Tesla vehicles, it may deter, it may not have the relevant impact, and also it may lead to only a particular section of society having access to these vehicles. So yes, sir, that is a concern, sir.
Okay, the order of preference you mentioned Bihar as the first preference for zone 2, right?
Yes, sir.
And Bihar is also home state of your father, right?
Yes, sir.
You are currently living in Calcutta
Yes, sir.
or Kolkata.
Yes, sir, Kolkata.
Okay. So what are the cultural differences between Bihar and West Bengal?
Yes, sir. Uh, so there are quite many cultural differences, sir. Right from food habits to dressing habits to language, all of that, sir. For example, in West Bengal, there is a fish and curry. That's a staple food, and there's a greater preference towards sweet. However, in Bihar, the staple food is more famous staple food as litti chokha, all of that, sir. Um, uh, Sir, in terms of languages also, the language Bengali and Hindi and different dialects, respective dialect, that's quite different. Sir, in West Bengal and Kolkata, we often see that there is, regarding the work culture, it's very different, wherein there is a greater preference towards enjoying life, enjoying the smaller things in life in Kolkata, sir. And people often shut shop in the afternoons to take a break and relax, which is not often seen in Bihar. And yes, sir, these are a few differences, sir.
Okay. Precisely explain me the evolving nature of India's relation in South Asia.
Yes, sir. Um, so, firstly, just after independence, we tried to maintain good relations, and our first initiative was through the non-aligned movement, where the global South were third world countries and they had similar concerns. Sir, after that, India tried to maintain good relations by supporting any cases, any instances like humanitarian assistance, like the coup that happened in Maldives in 1988. India tried to support that. Also, East India helped East Bengal in the liberation war. So through these initiatives, India has been supporting. And however, sir, a more structured framework was developed through after the neighborhood first policy and discussions about the voice of the global south. So through this, India is trying to play a more dominant role, increase its influence, and also try to counter Chinese influence in the region, sir.
So here's last question from my side. What are your opinion about the current procedure of appointment of judges in higher judiciary?
Yes, sir. Uh, Sir, in my opinion, the current collegium system that is being practiced, sir, there are genuine concerns, and I agree that it is opaque. And sir, while the one-off events that are coming up regarding corruption or regarding politicized speeches, that should not be the prime concern regarding driving this particular change. But I feel that genuinely the vision of Dr. Ambedkar regarding how judges should not appoint judges, that should be adhered to, and a more bipartisan or neutral appointment mechanism for judges should be discussed.
Okay, then from my side.
Thank you, sir.
Uh, thank you, Sash. I think your formal interview is over. Now we
Thank you,
can
sir.
come to the feedback and other things, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Sash, you have already appeared, I think, two civil services interviews, right?
So this is my second one.
This is your second. Okay. So this is your second. Okay. So you have already the experience, and I'm sure you must be taking a lot of mocks also that taken so far, because your interview is going to be on 9th, right? So another
Next week,
week,
sir.
1 week left. It's in the afternoon or in the morning?
It's in the afternoon, sir.
Afternoon. Okay, good. So you tell us how you feel, how you fared in your view in this interview.
Uh, So there were a couple of questions that I feel that I should have prepared better, like the question regarding my cadre choice,
Mm-hmm.
whether it should be like why is it particularly Gujarat and not? I should be ready with a better answer. And sir, apart from that, uh, sir, I felt that I maybe I'm not sure, sir, but I felt that there were times when my answer went longer than what was expected. The
Mm-hmm.
crispness is something that is missing. What I feel.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yes, sir.
Okay. And what is the advice we have been given to you so far by the other mock boards?
Um, so the advice that I've been giving regarding being given regarding the Christmas is I have to ensure that this becomes a discussion. And it
Mm.
can only happen if I do not try to answer everything or everything, like not just the question, but everything around the question also in the same answer, but
Mhm.
rather just targeted answer the particular question and then wait for them to counter ask cross questions so that it
Right.
becomes a discussion.
Okay. Right. And how much did you score in last interview, personality test?
So it was 165.
165. Well, Sash, in my view, in our view, I think you are a candidate who deserve more. Your knowledge base is quite good. You are articulate, hmm, and you don't get perturbed easily. So in my view, you should get more. Only thing is, you have to, what we have noticed, what you have been told also. They have told you in roundabout way, but the thing is, you have to look when, suppose I'm speaking as an interview member in the board, speaking for a minute. That does not mean what I'm saying all has to be answered. There is a question in that.
Yes.
That you have to focus on and restrict or answer that part. The whole 1 minute thing is not the question.
Yes.
It's a background, maybe, or it's maybe just a statement or a manner of confusing you also. So what is
Yes.
important is you look for the clue, the what is the actual question.
Yes.
And the member will expect you to focus on that.
Yes.
So that what is important is that pay attention, full attention to that instead of framing the answer. Sometimes when we are listening, we are trying to save the time and start framing the answer in your mind.
Yes.
So you start doing the multitasking, which
Yes,
is
sir.
not required, which one should not. That is
Yes.
why you try to cover as many things as possible because you're not sure what is being asked.
Right, sir.
You understand?
Right, sir. Right, sir.
So, which is important. You have still 1 week. I hope you are reading. We didn't ask you anything on economics.
Yes,
You
sir.
are reading some economic paper also along with other
Yes,
papers.
sir.
Hmm?
Yes, sir.
So just keep it that 1 week. Another week is there. So be focused because the budget is going on. A lot of now the work bill is going to be introduced today in the parliament. So that
Yes,
will
sir.
be a hot topic by then. There are a lot of discussions, views. And I'm giving one example,
Yes, sir.
and it's related to your political science also. So just focus on these areas. And what I would suggest, you still have 1 week.
Yes,
Prepare 10 or 15 questions out of your DEF and their answers,
right, sir.
right? And practice that maybe in front of mirror with your friend.
Right, sir.
That will get you the focus. You will learn to get focus in your answer.
Agreed, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
It's not much, just 10, 15 questions. That's it, not much.
Yes, sir.
Spend not more than an hour or two on that. Not more than that.
Right, sir.
And
Yes,
then
sir.
practice, you will see the difference. Then you will be able to get the crispness in your answer which you are looking for. And that
Yes, sir.
will take you to 200 plus.
Right, sir.
Because everything is there with you. You have all the right ingredients. So I don't see any reason for not scoring more 200 plus.
Right,
Hmm?
sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
All the best. Mr. Ashirwad, my colleague, will maybe he'll make some comments.
सर मुझे आपसे
Right,
बस
sir.
2-3 बातें कहनी है। तो
Yes,
कार्डल
sir.
चॉइस वाला आई फील कि उसको थोड़ा सा और प्रिपेयर कर लो, राइट।
Right, sir.
और दूसरा बजट सर ने मेंशन कर दिया, आप उसको अच्छे से देख लेना। बीइंग फ्रॉम इकोनॉमिक्स बैकग्राउंड, मैनेजमेंट बैकग्राउंड, ऑब्वियस क्वेश्चंस विल बी फ्रॉम देयर, ठीक है। थोड़ा सा आपके डैप में भी और आपके कार्डर प्रेफरेंस में भी वो जो कॉन्ट्रास्ट है बिहार और बंगाल का वो दिख रहा है। तो थोड़ा सा दोनों के बारे में रीड करने की कोशिश करो। कोई कनेक्टिविटी अगर है तो उसको एक्सप्लोर करने की कोशिश करना, चाहे वो इंडियन नेशनल मूवमेंट हो गया या फिर इकोनॉमी या कुछ भी वैसा कल्चरल जो भी चीजें डिफरेंसेस वगैरह है उसको आप एक बार टैप करो। आईआर के पर्सपेक्टिव से जो टॉप 5 इंसिडेंट आपको जो भी लगते हैं, चाहे वो रसिया यूक्रेन हो, चाहे वो मिडिल ईस्ट हो, पैलेस्तीन वाला इशू हो, यूएन में हो, या यूएस रिलेटेड जो भी चेंजेस या डायनामिक्स अभी चल रहे हैं, साउथ ईस्ट एशिया वाला जो रीजन हो गया, इनको आप बहुत प्रिसाइजली आप इनको देख लेना, ठीक है। विथ रेफरेंस टू इंडिया का स्टैंड क्या है और क्या होना चाहिए, राइट। आप आईआर में
Right, sir.
सब कुछ प्रिपेयर नहीं कर सकते हो, बट हाँ पिछले 1 महीने में रिसेंट अगर कोई मेजर चेंजेस कहीं भी हुए हो, चाहे वो साउथ अमेरिका ही क्यों नहीं हो या अफ्रीका ही क्यों नहीं हो, कहीं पे कूप हुआ, कहीं पे इलेक्शन हुआ, तो आप उसको एक बार फैक्ट्स भी वहां से देख लेना, ठीक है। थोड़ी
ठीक,
अवेयरनेस
sir.
बेहतर हो जाती है।
Yes, sir.
बाकी अगर आपको कुछ पूछना है तो आप पूछ लो।
सर वो मार्क्सिस्ट स्कॉलर्स वाला आपने जो क्वेश्चन पूछा था,
हाँ
आप कौन से recommendations की बात करते कौन से स्कॉलर्स की है?
नहीं, मैं मॉडल्स की बात कर रहा था, उनके जो भी
राइट सर।
जितने भी अप्रोचेज हैं, चाहे वो मॉडर्न्स में जितने मतलब क्या बोलते हैं, मार्क्सिस्ट में जितने भी आ गए, गांधीयन वांदियन सोशलिज्म को भी आप वहाँ पे इंक्लूड कर सकते थे, राइट?
राइट सर।
इट वाज नॉट वेरी टेक्निकल क्वेश्चन, वो बहुत जनरल था, क्योंकि इसके पहले का क्वेश्चन
राइट
उससे भी ज्यादा जनरल था, राइट?
राइट सर।
हाँ, तो आप इसमें बहुत टेक्निकलिटीज में मत जाओ, इंटरव्यू में बहुत
हाँ सर,
टेक्निकलिटीज में नहीं जाते हैं, हो जाएगा।
ठीक है सर।
ठीक है,
ओके सर, थैंक यू सर।
थैंक यू,
थैंक यू सर।
Okay, all the
ऑल
best.
द बेस्ट।
थैंक यू सो मच सर। थैंक यू सर। Should I leave now, sir?
या
Yeah, please.